mining does a lot of good in the world, and we just see tremendous opportunity going forward.
But I do believe we're in a pretty exciting time, and we could radically change.
We'll get ready for a much higher gold price.
PDAC was fortunate last year in that we attracted people from 135 countries.
Everybody wants change, but nobody wants to change.
Distractions from these other great. Well, we're quite excited for the return of the mining bull market. The globe is expanding. The need and demand for metals is always growing.
We think it's an ideal time to be investing in this space when the traditional markets, the equity and the debt capital markets, are focusing on cryptocurrencies and cannabis, for example.
Mining returned in 2017. We saw activities across the board in terms of financing. That continued in 2018. And so far we've seen a trajectory that they're pretty much matching the activity levels we saw in 2017.
One of the reasons that we're seeing increased activity in the mining finance space is profits that have been earned from investors from the cannabis space over the last couple of years are in fact being recycled into other industries.
We've seen increased volatility due to mostly geopolitical uncertainties globally. But we do expect the mining sector to continue its upward trend, as we do find that macroeconomic factors support optimism going forward.
The broad market isn't considering gold equities, but I can look at the S&P since the beginning of 2016, it's up 41%. The Dow is up about 51%. And our stock, McEwen Mining, is up over 90%. And we're not alone. There are many other gold stocks that have risen. Trading volumes have been very low, and there's a large short position in gold. And consider that the tinder for the fire that's about to happen in the gold equities.
NORONT at this time is busy working with the federal government, provincial government, and most importantly with our First Nation partners to develop the Ring of Fire. We've consolidated the region, we've bought out a lot of the players. We believe that this is the next major development in the mining sector in Canada, and we've got a lot of people that are backing us and supporting that vision.
Listed and based in Toronto, the rationale there is that we mine the mine in Australia, we mine the market in North America. The North American market is a much, much deeper market than Australia. There's about 330 million people, and Toronto is still the mining finance capital of the world.
Well, this is where the money is. There's more money here in mining, and attracts more investment than anywhere else in the world. There are huge amounts of Ecuador that are unexplored. In fact, the government says that only 5% of the country has actually been looked at.
5 years ago, Alamos was producing about 140,000 ounces a year from a single mine in Mexico. 5 years later, we're producing over 500,000 ounces a year from 4 different mines, 2 of which are in Canada, where 2/3 of our production is coming from.
We have a very clear vision at Teranga, and that is to build a mid-tier, multi-asset gold producer in West Africa, capable of producing 500,000 ounces within the next 5 years, led by our flagship Sabodala gold mine in Senegal, which has been in production for about a decade. We're developing our second mine, located in Burkina Faso. That mine is going to increase company-wide production by 50% once it's complete next year.
The biggest change that we have to make is our understanding, our perception of risk. Innovation is not a high cost. You are eroding your return on investment unless you are improving your production process.
Where we are today, the companies have to innovate. Because innovation is here, it's happening, it's been going on for several years. So at the end, you have to innovate or die.
We have made some inroads into creating the smart, connected mine and starting to use data to analyze and improve our business. So data is now the new resource. An opportunity for increasing productivity and lowering costs. It's about transforming the way we create and manage value. I think if that stays the focus, I think then you've got something.